Henrik Mkhitaryan to Arsenal. This, of course, has come about since the whole Alexis Sanchez to Man United rumours have been swirling, and that Mkhitaryan could be the make-weight in that deal. But, Craig, before you tell me if it's a good deal or not, if it does happen, what do you think's gone wrong with Mkhitaryan at Man United? I've heard everything from a lack of confidence or to just not fitting into that squad.
He hasn't always played in the right position. He also has never, to my knowledge, had a real long run of games. He's had a few, and then he's out. United are not playing as attacking as they have been under the Ferguson era. This is a different side to
very
different side to the Dortmund side that he played in as well. So it has been, and also the fact that there's been better players than Mkhitaryan have struggled in England just because of the way the game is played in the Premier League.
So do you think that he's just suited better for another league then, that maybe Arsenal?
Yeah, I do. I don't see Arsenal as a great move for him, and I don't see it as a brilliant move for Arsenal either. Yeah, it would potentially fill some numbers if Ozil and Sanchez go, and he has a swap for Sanchez plus some cash. But those two have found it difficult and frustrating at Arsenal, and they're better players than Mkhitaryan. Sanchez is a better player, Ozil's a better player as a World Cup winner, no matter what you think of him. Mkhitaryan's a talent, but I get the feeling he's better suited to going back to Germany, or maybe going to Italy, or going to Spain. I think that's probably where his talents are better suited in terms of the pace of the game, and he's just found it difficult in England. So I would be surprised if he's a make-weight in the deal
for Sanchez to Man United.
Arsenal. If Man United do that deal, I might be wrong, I don't know.
All right, so confusing times for Henrik.
Even confusing for me to say it.
Craig's quite confused. We're all confused in saying it. We'll see exactly where he ends up, but for now, Craig thinks that he is better suited outside of the Premier League. There's been a lot of talk about Alexis Sanchez. Lord knows we've been talking about it in all our hits today, and this is kind of one. But Craig, Manchester City, we know their interest in the Chilean, but after the Liverpool game, everyone has been saying they might want to look at their defensive issues. Now, looking at their defenders, was it just a bad day for them against Liverpool, or should they really address these problems?
Well, they can do both. Briefly address the Sanchez one. I think that is more dependent on the fitness of Aguero and particularly Jesus, who's out at the moment, rather than if any defender has a stinker, because Man City have got the wherewithal to do both. Johnny Evans has been mentioned for a long time. I don't think the fact that Otamendi and Stones in particular didn't play well. Otamendi's been playing great this season, but as a unit, they didn't have a particularly good game. Stones has made now at least 3 mistakes in the last 3 games that have cost City some goals. You've got the injury to Delph, who went off as well.
But you have the goalkeeper making mistakes.
Yeah, but I mean, he came out and tried to clear that one, but I don't think this whole thing. I don't think Man City are too bothered about this result, right? Because the league's done. In fact, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's quite a good thing. It's a kick up the backside. It's a reminder. Right, it's a reminder, you know.
So they're not invincible.
No, you don't take your finger off you don't take your eye off the ball, you don't take your finger off the pulse, you've got to keep going. So I don't think this is going to affect the transfer strategy. I just think he's looked long-term at Mangala and the options and thought, right, I need to bring 1 or 2 in. Now, Danilo should be covering both full-back positions. I'm already hearing, well, doesn't fancy Danilo. Paid a lot of money for him.
Don't think he's up to par?
Well, he came from Real Madrid, paid a lot of money for him, and you're only asking somebody to cover your right back and your left back. I mean, surely, God, he should be good enough at 30 million or what it was, just to be a cover player. So, centre-half it looks like. Whether it's Johnny Evans, I don't know. I mean, it's hardly an inspiring one for Man City fans, but I think what he's looking for is somebody to cover Otamendi and Stones when Company's not fit. John Stones.
Which is often.
And a little kick up the backside. Well, Company probably won't play many games, but it's a little kick up the backside to John Stones in particular, I think, to say, listen, come on, you're a really good player, but when you switch off, it's a disaster waiting to happen. And I think that's what this is. It's cover for injuries and cover for players that kind of switch on and off, because when you're under a Guardiola's team, you've got to be focused all the time.
All right, thanks so much, Craig Burley. So defensive issues, yeah, they may be there, but Craig doesn't think that they're enough to change City's transfer strategies. Another edition of Transferator with Craig Burley here. He's going to let me know which ones he thinks are hits and misses. Kante to PSG, Craig.
Well, I think this could happen at some point. Obviously, we're in the January transfer window. Champions League for Chelsea, Champions League for PSG. It's not going to happen. I think it could happen down the road, but I think there would be other suitors for Kante as well. Chelsea would be reluctant to sell But with Conte potentially going money talks, I could see, yeah, I mean, that could happen down the line, just not at the moment.
Suso, could he return to Liverpool? AC Milan says that they will be rejecting, or they have rejected, 80 million for him, but should Liverpool still go?
No, I don't think this will happen. I mean, Man United are in the business of going and buying back a player they let go for nothing,
Yeah.
Paul Pogba. I don't see Liverpool doing the same. I think their need is in other areas. Obviously, Coutinho's gone, I know, but they still need fullbacks, they still need a goalkeeper, still need another midfielder, even though Keita's coming in. So I'm going to say no at the moment.
Kevin Gameiro to Swansea City. Who would want to go to Swansea these days? Not sure, but they do need some help, especially up front. So would he be a good fit?
Well, he would be a good fit for Swansea. He would be a good fit for them in terms of he's much better than what he's got. But I don't see Kevin Gameiro going to Swansea. I see him going on, if he is going to leave Atletico Madrid because lack of game time, he's going to go and probably go on loan somewhere else to a club that's in a better position, whether it's in England or in a different country. He's got the World Cup to think about, and if he sits in his backside all the time, how talented that French team are, the lack of games is going to be worrying. But I don't see him going to Swansea. And even if he did go there, that would be a frustrating few months for him, the way they're playing.
Here's an interesting one. Andy Carroll to Chelsea on loan.
This side's not looking very busy at the moment.
No.
Now, this one has been muted in England, so it's not pie in the sky. And they did try and get Llorente before he went to Tottenham, so they are looking for a big, powerful guy. The downside is I think the results West Ham have had under David Moyes gives Moyes a little bit more power within that board, and I think the predicament they're in would be folly to sell a player who, yeah, he's not going to play every game, but he's already shown under Moyes, when fit, he's capable of doing some good stuff. Chicharito Hernandez is probably the player that's going to leave, so can't sell two strikers. That's not going to happen.
And finally, here's another interesting one. Cristiano Ronaldo back to Manchester United. Yes, he's getting up in age, but he is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Do you know, shall I say this is going to happen? Now, it's not going to happen in January, I know that. But there's more rumours coming out about more unhappiness, and the team are not doing well, and we know his relationship with United, and I think Mourinho's pretty good. So down the line, I think potentially that is something that could happen, as much for a commercial viability to Ronaldo's waning talents, and they are waning. They're still super, but they're certainly on the wane. But yeah, let's just fill up this side a little bit and say this is not one that you go, never going to happen, because they have got a good relationship.
I agree with you on that one. Thanks so much, Craig Burley. Continue tracking all of these rumors to see if they happen or not here at ESPNFC.com.